Forces are uh, neutral. You know, they don't have morality or whatever. They obey principles and laws, and we develop them for good or bad through science or metaphysics, which means before science, right? Before physics. Okay? We develop them for good or bad things through experimentation, discovery, research, and development. Now, you're not going to be able to make a God machine. Okay? All of these things are what it means when you say that God is some force rather than a person. It means magic and advancement and science, which is basically the goal is to manipulate it, develop it, and manipulate it into some way that will allow you to become a god or to be using these type of superpowers, right? And as for that, I mean, you go and you watch any of those shows and you tell me if what those people do is okay. All right? You tell me if you want to be one of the people that they're doing all those things to, because it's not right. This was one of my first experiences with God was, well, first of all, I was spiritually attacked by witches and their demonic friends, right? Familiar spirits, who are also persons, okay? Now, but the lie is that it's some force or that it's some force that they have that they attain through advancement, right? And ascension and leveling up through experience points and whatnot. None of these things are the case. But one of my first experiences was just, horrific events. And I was somebody that used to study magic. I used to have an encyclopedia of magic, and I learned, and it had every single magical worldview in it, including Kabbalah and Christianity and everything else, and I read the whole thing. And my concept at the time was that I had to study what the enemy was doing, because I knew all about, the standard conspiracy theories, the Illuminati, the Freemasons, the banking system, and blah, 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 blah. All right, but it turns out that those people are all just people too, okay? Now, but when it comes to magic or any of those things, do you want those things to happen to you, or would you ever do them to other people? See, now for me personally, I was hit by a lot of things, okay? I mean, everything that they have in the book you could throw at me, right? And for my understanding is, no, I would never do those things to other people because they're too horrible. Imprisonment and dementia and causing schizophrenia and all these other things. So that's what that is. God is not a force. He's not a neutral force. He is a person. And all civilization and all law and all lawful nation, and all human conscience comes from God. There's no doubt in my mind about that.